Welcome to the live stream. We're just a minute early here. Hey, Evelyn, I read that you're having trouble with your MRI. I hope that you guys can find a solution. I still have the cough a little bit, so I might cough a bit, but it's not too bad. Okay, it's 6 o'clock. We're live. I just want to check YouTube to make sure that we're connected. And I want to check on Facebook to see if anyone's having trouble getting here. Can everybody hear me okay? Test, test. Can you hear me? Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna. All right. All right, here we go. Oh no, that's not what I want. Loud and clear. Hi, Ryan. Okay, I'm just gonna trust that everything is good in YouTube because I do see people there. Aha, I think. What happens if I click here? No. Huh, okay, I guess we'll go ahead and keep going. It looks like everything's good. All right, shall we get going? We're going to start with a presentation. Here we go. So we're going to talk tonight about jewel and tea hands. I love these hands, by the way. They are a little bit challenging because they are specific numbers, but we're going to talk about it. And you can just train yourself. We'll talk about it. Everybody ready to go? Thanks for coming to the live stream. We're doing a deep dive into Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg, jewel and tea hands. That will be the focus tonight. All right, here we go. We'll do a quick review with the tiles. Then we're going to do a deep dive into jewel and tea hand, Chinese tea hands. I'll give you a couple of tips, and then we're going to go play at Mahjong time and practice. And then, of course, there's resources as well. Hopefully, I'll remember to come back to the presentation and share those with you. For the review, tiles 2 through 8 are called simples. 2 through 8, 3 suits. These are called simples. Honors are 1s and 9s in each suit, the winds, and the dragons. Any combination of 1s, 9s, winds, and dragons, those are honors. So the segments of those would be the terminals, 1s and 9s, winds, and then dragons. As a whole, they're called honors. With jewel hands, we're going to focus on 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and dragons. No terminals in jewel hands. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Now, why those specific numbers? I'm not sure. I'm wondering if it's because they want you to do minimal chows and pungs, but it's and or. So it's 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 with chows or pungs, and then the corresponding dragon. That would be the jewel hands. So let's see here. They could be, oh, I need to get my book out. Oh, shoot, where's my book? That's okay. I'll get my spreadsheet up instead. Okay, so let me just hold on a second. So we went Chinese tea and jewel. Okay, so it's 4 pungs or chows in a pair using 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 or 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. No ones, but in this second group, you can use 9s. So it's 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 or 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. And it's an and or. So you can use any combination of the numbers with the corresponding dragon. These are 1 suit and honor hands. So we're gonna do a deep dive into these. All right, now we're gonna talk about the jewel hands. We'll deep dive and I'll show you an example of each one. This is pearl. We have 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 with the corresponding dragon. We're working with dots here. So you see a chow, 2, 3, 4. We have a pair, because you always have to have a pair in here somewhere. Then we have a pung of 6s and a pung of 8s, and then a pung of white dragons. That is called pearl. The same hand in BAMs is called jade. Here is an example of all pungs and a pair. So let's see, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, all pungs, and then a pair of green dragons. It can be any combination of 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. So in this case, we don't have any 3s. We have all pungs and a pair. The same hand in cracks. In this example, we have no dragons. So here's where I'm a little perplexed, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. We have 2 chows, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. We have a pair of 4s and then a pung of 6s and a pung of 8s. This is also pung chow. Pung chow is 4 pungs or chows in a pair in 1 suit. So depending on the components of your hand, it could be, in this case, either ruby or pung chow. Pung chow is a concealed hand, and you have to draw your winning tile. But if you instead play this hand and chow, the 2, 3, 4, you can actually call for chows with jewel hands, and you could even pung. So it would be much easier than pung chow. So I'm a little bit perplexed by that. I'm just going to double check on the description. 4 pungs and or chows in a pair using 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 and or the corresponding dragon. Because it's and or, it could be all number tiles, in which case it would be similar to pung chow. It's just kind of an interesting crossover. And if anybody plays Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg, have you run into any issues with that? All right, let's look at the next one here. We have opal. Opal is dots with 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. So here we have 4 pungs in a pair of the corresponding dragon, 3, 4, 7, 9. Here's an example of emerald, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. In this case, we have a pair of 3s, a pung of 5s, pung of 7s, pung of 9s, and a pung of dragons. It's 4 chows or pungs and a pair in 1 suit. So far with opal and emerald, with these 2 examples, there are no chows, they're pungs. Okay, so then the last one is garnet. We have, again, 4 pungs in a pair. 4 pungs and a pair, 4, 5, 7, 9, and then a pair of red dragons. 3, 4, 5 would be the chow potential. So for the example with garnet, if we got a 3 crack, we could do 3, 4, 5, and then maybe do a pung of red dragons, for example, and then let's say a pung of 4s. They're harder to get, I think, these hands. So just to recap, it's either going to be 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, or 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Both have to have the corresponding dragon. Well, not have to, it's and or. So you can use all number tiles, or you can use the corresponding dragon to help you complete the hand. They're all pung hands, and you can chow by claiming a discard from the player on your left. Now, incidentally, these hands are all Hong Kong Mah Jongg hands. So you could actually win on these hands at Hong Kong Mah Jongg table. Let's see here. I want to just catch up on chat. Can there be table rules? Yes, there are. There are table rules. Remind me to mention table rules at the end of tonight's session. I don't want to add to, really, there's only one table rule that I'm aware of, but anyhow, let's see. Marcia's asking, do you have to have chows with a pung chow? No, you don't. It's 4 pungs or chows in a pair, any combination. But it's a concealed hand, and you have to draw your winning tile. So with these, like if you decide to go with all one suit, you can claim a discard for it. So I'm a little perplexed about that, because why have pung chow? It's harder, and it's also a single limit hand. So if you're all in one suit, why not just play a jewel hand with all one suit, 4 pungs or chows in a pair? And you can call for your chows and pungs. So I think I'm going to get the book out and double check on the description. Hold on. Okay. All right. Let me see here. I'm going to go over to, let's see. I heard a pop. Oh, hi, Patty. I'll bring you in just a few minutes here. Oh, actually, Patty's a player. I'm going to add you to the stream. Hi, Patty. Welcome. I have a question for you, Patty. Can you hear me? Oh, can you unmute? Can you unmute? Oh, we can't hear you. Let's see here. Can't unmute. The mic isn't connected. Oh,
I did.
Oh, there
I did.
You go. Okay. Well, I have a question for you.
Okay.
With jewel hands, you can claim a discard to chow from the player on your left, and you could pung as well, correct? You can claim discards to complete the components of a jewel hand.
Yes. You can only, this is a rule, this only in jewel hands, you can claim a chow without mahjonging from a player on your left.
Okay.
But if it's your tile for mahjong, you can claim it from any discard.
Okay, very good. So my question is, let me go back to the presentation here. Let's see here. Is it this one here? No, this one here. Okay, so here's an example up here of ruby without dragons, because it's and or dragons.
Correct.
If you have 4 pungs or chows and or 4 pungs or chows in a pair in cracks with the red dragon and or red dragon with ruby in this example, this is just like pung chow.
It is, but you're limited in the jewel hands to the numbers that they list.
Yep.
2s, 3s, 4s, 6s, and 8s.
Yep.
But in a Peng Chao, you can use terminals too. You can use any number.
True. Yes, that's true. It just surprises me because really, if I say Mah Jongg and I have this fully concealed, I did it myself. I could either say I'm playing Peng Chao or Ruby. I suppose if you're ready to win and someone discards your winning tile, you could say it's Ruby because then you can claim the discard.
Yes.
Okay, it's just a crossover hand, I guess.
It is, and there are several in the book.
Okay, all right. So opal, emerald, and garnet are 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Any combination you choose. And you can chow with these as well. You use the corresponding dragon. Then we have gemstones. This is, let me just double check on the description here of gemstones. I've never played this one. 3 pungs or chows of simples in mixed suits with each dragon and 2 paired. So no 1s and 9s, no terminals allowed. You've got to have simples in mixed suits. So does every suit have to be represented? That's my question. Does each suit
I think there was a clarification on this particular hand that the Wright-Patterson group did clarify. One of the questions was about the chows in mixed suits, which would be dot, bam, and crack for the mixed chow.
So I think that if the chow were supposed to be mixed, they would say mixed chow, but they didn't say mixed chow. They say mixed suits. 3
Correct.
pungs.
But in the descriptive book, the blue book, I believe, I don't have my blue book with me, but I believe they show it with a mixed chow.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the description in the green book does not say that.
It does not. That was the confusion. I'm going to go get my blue book. I can be right back.
Okay. I don't have mine yet. We'll bring you back on. All right. So we're going to clarify gemstones to see if the chow can be a mixed chow, which would be, for example, 2 crack, 3 dot, 4 band. That's called a mixed chow. So she'll be back with us. Oh, maybe she's back already.
Oh, I'm back again. Well, that was quick. Hold on.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm not that fast.
Okay. All right. So we'll circle back to this one. And of course, 2, 3, 4 mixed chow is not a standard Asian version convention. That breaks the chow standard, which is 1 suit. But in Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg, you can at times have a mixed chow. Number 36, gemstones, 3 pungs in mixed suits and or mixed chows. That is on their page. Okay, so the 2, 3, 4 could be 2 crack, 3 dot, 4 band, for example. Thank you, Marcia, for sharing that. I'm going to show this here. Number 36, I'm just going to go back to my book. Number 36, 3 pungs and or chows in mixed suits, each dragon and 2 paired, no terminals. But according to the note on the Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg order page, you can use mixed chows. Okay, see page 3. Well, page 3 would be the definition of a mixed chow, probably. Page 3 for mixed chow, 3 tiles in a sequence with 1 of each suit represented. So you couldn't do like 2, 3 dot, 4 band. It would have to be 2 band, 3 crack, 4 dot, 1 of each suit represented in a mixed chow. All right, thank you. We're going to go ahead and move on. So now we're going to talk about the Chinese tea hands. I think I'm going to like these hands. The simples used in these hands are 2, 4, 6, 8 with winds and dragons, so evens, or odds, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. No ones still. So 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 with winds and dragons. So we're going to look at each one of them, an example of each hand. So the first one is Jasmine. I love the names, by the way. Let me take this off now. Okay, so we have 4, 6, 8 in dots with the corresponding dragon pung with west. And I'm going to share something about this in a few minutes once we get through the other two examples. So Jasmine is with dots. The corresponding dragon is the white dragon, and west is the pair. Lemongrass is BAMs. 2, 4, we have 2, 6, 8 in BAMs, and then a pung of green dragons and a pair of souths. And then we have hibiscus, which is 4, 6, 8 pungs, and then a pung of red dragons and a pair of easts. When I look at these tiles, first of all, you know that you need the pung of the corresponding dragon. And let me go to the page real quick here. 3 pungs, so no chows with Chinese tea. They're all pung hands, and you can call for these hands. These are callable, and these are all Hong Kong Mah Jongg hands, by the way. So if we happen to win at one of these, we'd get a really nice payout because these are challenging hands to get. So we have evens with the corresponding dragon, and each dragon relates to a wind. So white goes with west, green goes with south, and east, or red goes with east. Incidentally, these are the same relationships with number tiles, which we're going to go over in a couple of weeks. There are some pung hands where the pungs are in different suits, but the same tiles with the honors, the winds and dragons, go together. West with white, south with green, east with red. And one way that I try to make the connection in my mind is for the west, we have a white dragon. So west and white, W's. For the east, the number hand for the east and red dragons is Eleanor. And so I always remember east with R. East goes with red dragon. Eleanor begins with east and ends with R. Now, we're in the Chinese tea category, so it doesn't quite work in that regard, but it's the same relationship. West with white, south with green, east with red. But instead of the winds being punged in those other hands, it's the opposite. We have pungs of dragons and pairs of winds. So we have jasmine with dots, lemongrass with BAMs, and we have hibiscus with cracks and the corresponding dragon. All right, now we have also pom-pom. Now this one, let's see here. Jasmine, lemongrass, hibiscus. We have pom-pom. These are the next set of hands that use odds. 3, 4, or 3, 5, 7. 3, 5, 7, 9. So the first group of hands is evens. The second group is odds. 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. No ones, but it's the same concept. You have, for pom-pom, dots with white dragons and a pair of wests. For bamboo blossom, you have BAMs with green and south. And then lotus, you have cracks with the red and east. So they're basically the same hands, same pattern, same corresponding dragon with winds, but one group is with evens and the other group is with odds. So it's just a matter of remembering which name goes with which set of numbers. Any questions about Chinese teas? Okay, So my tip for these categories is don't focus so much on the numbers until you run out of offsuit tiles, because these are all one suit with honors, one suit with wins and dragons. So try not to focus on what numbers you're collecting until you run out of discards for the other suits. Then you can start looking at the numbers that you have. Just gather all of them. Also, for the one suit in honors, you want to focus on your predominant pattern. So when you get your dealt hand, whatever suit you have the most of, gather that suit with wins and dragons, and then discard those offsuit tiles. And then you really don't have to look at a hand until you run out of discards. And these hands are either chows and pungs, but if you don't want to expose, because let's say maybe you don't have your pair secured, you might consider playing a single and pair hand, or not a single and pair, but a pair hand instead, because it's going to be likely that you're going to be having pairs in there. You might be able to do a single and pair. I keep saying single and pair from National Mahjong League, so forgive me, the pair hand category. So consider the pair hand category as a backup for any of these hands, because there are a lot of one suit and honor hands in the pair hand section. And with jewel hands, since you're working with just one chow, 2, 3, 4, or 4, 4, 5, 6 in the jewel hands, just one chow primarily, the chances of you being able to switch to a sequence hand is minimal. More so, I think the pair category would be a good plan B. Or really all three of these categories together can give you a lot of hands to choose from. Pair hands, jewel hands, and Chinese tea hands. They're all very similar, and they use wins, dragons, and then one suit and honors in most cases. Gather the honors and the predominant suit no matter the number. That's the tip. When you run out of discards, pick a hand that uses most of your tiles and stay concealed as long as you can. That gives you flexibility if you stay concealed as long as possible, especially if you don't have your pair secured. Because if you're playing and then all of a sudden someone has a pung of your pair tile and you have a chow out, you're going to be in trouble. Incidentally, there is no disqualification in Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg. Let me just go. Let's see. We talked about simples, honors, one suit with honors. That's the focus. We're going to play Mah Jongg next. Okay, so now I'm going to go back here. So with Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg, there's no disqualification. So when you're playing the game, if you have too few tiles, you keep playing, because you can still score your hand at the end. That's phase 3 of the Wright-Patterson game. Phase 1 is the Charleston, phase 2 is pick and discard, and then phase 3 is scoring. So if you have one tile too few, let's say, maybe you forgot to replace a flower or something like that, you can still play the game. You just want to gather for score. You won't be able to win. You won't be able to declare Mah Jongg, but you still might be able to get some score and therefore be rewarded. If you have too many tiles, your focus is going to be sabotage. You're going to want to try to keep people from winning. You will not be able to score your hand if you have too many tiles, but you cannot be disqualified from the game. You keep on playing. So if, let's say, you have a 2, 3, 4 chow out and somebody has a pung with your pair tile, you just keep playing, play for score. If somebody discards a tile and you can pung, go ahead and pung, because that could potentially give you some score. So if your hand is no longer viable for whatever reason, play for score. Unless, of course, you have an extra tile or too many tiles, then you won't be able to score. So just disclaimer there. You will not be able to, you will not be disqualified, but you will not be able to score if you have too many tiles. All right, any questions? All right, we're going to play some Mah Jongg now. Everybody ready to play Mah Jongg? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and create a game. So I'm in the Hong Kong Mah Jongg table or room, I guess. Is this a room or lobby? We're in the lobby. So I'm going to go to advanced settings. So if you ever want to come on here and practice playing Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg, create a Hong Kong Mah Jongg table and name it something that other people might recognize. I'm going to call this WPMJ, and we're going to call it -1, WPMJ-1. We're going to do 250 chips. I'm going to seat everybody. We're going to do a quick Mah Jongg. We're going to say 20 seconds for the timer if it lets us, and an 8-point minimum. And then we're going to open it up to white belts. All right, so here we go. Do you want us to join you in the game so you have competitors who know you are playing WP? That'd be nice if you guys want to. If anybody has a Mah Jongg Time account, please join me and we'll play together with the Wright-Patterson hands. Okay, so Mary for Love, that's Patty. So I'm gonna go ahead and seat myself as East. I'll have Kathleen as, I guess, let's say West, and we'll do Mary as South, and then hopefully we'll have one of our, okay, here's Laura. Laura, hi Laura, we'll seat her at North. Okay, so when I click North, we're going to launch into the game. Now remember, with some of these hands, actually all the hands that we're focused on tonight that I'm going to be playing anyway are going to be the Chinese teas, jewel, and hands, and they all qualify for Hong Kong Mah Jongg hands. But if anybody else is going to play, let's say a pair hand or a sequence hand, because we did the orientation last week for those hands, feel free to do that. But some of them you will be able to win up until your winning tile. So if you get to that point, maybe take a screenshot and then we'll visit it later. But you won't be able to declare Mah Jongg per se because it may not fit the Hong Kong Mah Jongg convention. All right, so I am going to seat Laura at North and we're going to get started. So I'm going to play Chinese tea and jewel hands. So I'm looking for 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 or 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 with corresponding dragon. And then I'm also going to think about the tea hands, which are going to be pung hands with the corresponding dragon and a pair of the right wind. So what we have is mixed suits here. We have half BAMs, half dots, and then no dragons here. So we do have 2, 4. Here's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. So I think maybe we could, I'm going to hold that. I think we're going to go with BAMs and no wins. I think we're going to do a jewel hand here. So let's let the North go. We're going to play 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 in BAMs. So for the jewel hands, that is going to be Jade, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 with or without green dragons. 4 pungs or chows in a pair, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. So we need to discard the 5, but I want to hold it. Actually, I probably should have kept that North because we could maybe switch to a 1 suit and honor hand with either a pair or sequence. Okay, now we could chow that, but here's a rule that is a good guideline. Don't break a chow to make a chow. Don't break a chow to make a chow. We have a chow already with 5, 6, or 6, 7, 8. So we're not going to take that because we would break a chow to make a chow. It makes no sense. So we're going to pass. And we're going to discard 5 crack. You know what I just noticed? If we happen to get a 4 bam, we could play double numbers, which we haven't covered yet. That's in a future class. Okay, so Laura's has a pung of 5s.
7 bamboos.
Okay, we're going to pass. Okay, we'll let the 7 dot go. We're focused on
7
bams.
dots.
We're going to focus on bams, even though we have pairs of
Pung.
the 2, 4.
8 characters.
Can you have the other players see you and hear you? Well, they would have to join StreamYard. So let me see here if I can send an invitation to them.
2 bamboos.
Okay, we're going to pass. Oh, 6, 2. Yeah, we're going to let that go. If we get a 4 bam, I'm
6
going to
dots.
reconsider, but let me go real quick to
4
here.
bamboos.
Laura Hoover. Okay,
1
and then we
bamboo.
have Kathleen.
6 bamboos.
Okay, we're going to pass. Okay, now there's a bam, 5 bam. We're going to let the 5 dot
5
go.
dots.
So now we're kind of heading into where I would consider playing a pair hand or a sequence
5
hand
dots.
as opposed to maybe a jewel hand, because we have a pair of 5s now. And since we,
Chow.
okay, so 3, 4, 5,
5
7, 9.
bamboos.
So they're playing pearl, maybe. No. 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, opal. Okay, so we're gonna pass because we're probably playing concealed.
9 dots.
So if you guys, this is the wrong suit for us. We're gonna go ahead and let go of the
4
dots.
dots.
We're gonna focus on bams.
1
Okay,
bamboo.
so I don't know if Laura
6
and
bamboos.
Kathleen can hear me. I sent you a link to the StreamYard
White dragon. 5 characters.
platform,
2
but
bamboos.
they may need to wait until after the game. It might be too much to have to go to Facebook and
7
open
bamboos.
another platform while they're playing the game. So maybe after this game, we'll see if they
8
can join
dots.
us. Okay, so we'll let the 5
5
dots
dots.
go.
3 dots. 2 characters.
So the goal is to gather 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, and
1
white
character.
dragons. The player across from me. Okay, there's a pair of
4
white dragons
dots.
now. Since we have a pair of white dragons, I probably would try for maybe Dazzle
South wind.
here, which is 5 pairs with red and
3
white, red, white,
characters.
green dragon, and any dragon paired. Of course, we need the other dragons, and our opponents may be playing the hands for tonight, jewel and tea hands, Chinese tea hands, which all use
2
winds and
characters.
dragons. So we'll have to see. There's a 3 now. We're going to let the 2 go.
2 dots.
So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 dots.
I would even consider
3
maybe trying to get to
characters.
1 suit and play Peng Chao here.
9 dots.
4 crack can go.
4 characters. 9 dots. 4 characters.
We don't have to pick a hand till we run out of offsuit
6
tiles.
bamboos.
We're going to pass. We're probably playing concealed, probably a pair hand.
2 dots.
We might be able to do Peng Chao.
9 bamboos.
If you have your book, Peng Chao is a pair,
Eight
it's a
characters.
sequence hand on page 18, number 16, 4 Pengs or Chows in a pair and 1 suit. We probably should let go of this white dragon if we're going to play all 1 suit. And especially because we do not have, okay, so 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. They're playing hibiscus. Is that hibiscus? Okay, we're concealed, so we can't take that. Let's see
2
here.
dots.
Trying to remember these hands.
7
Okay.
dots.
3, 4, 5, 7, 9 in cracks is lotus.
5 bamboo.
3, 4, 5, 7, 9 is lotus. They need a pung of red dragons and a pair of east winds, if that's what they're doing. But they could also be playing one of the jewel hands. So the player to our left, since they have 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 going, they would be playing garnet potentially. Okay, we're going to let the west go.
West wind.
And then the player across from us could be doing the same thing,
7
trying
characters.
for opal. Either opal
Green dragon.
or,
4 dots.
let's see, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Those are odds, so pom-pom. Either opal or pom-pom.
West wind.
So you get
8
used to the
bamboo.
names. I'm still new to it, so since we have a pung in here, I would go to play
Green
pung
dragon.
chow here. We have a pair of 2s,
6 dots.
3, 4, 5 in cracks, 5, 6, 7 in bams, and a pung of 8s. We're going to let the dragon go now.
White dragon.
See if somebody pung. No pung.
1 character.
So right now we have 2 chows, a pung, and a
1
pair.
character.
We need one more pung or chow in here.
West wind.
Okay, let's let the white dragon go.
White dragon.
We are now close to
8
maybe
dots.
doublets. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 pair.
Red dragon.
I probably would not focus on doublets until we get one more pair.
4 bamboos.
I think we're closer to pung chow. Okay, now look here.
3 characters.
This is where we want to be. So here's pung chow.
3
You
dots.
go left to right to figure it out. We have a pair, and then
Chow.
3, 4, 5. We're missing a 4 bam. It doesn't quite
9
work going
bamboo.
left to right. 4, 5,
South
6, 5, 6, 7. North can go.
North
We have to
wind.
draw our winning tile. So here we have 7, 8, 9, pair of 8s, 4,
5
5,
dots.
6, 3, 4. So we don't quite have the right numbers here, but we're getting close.
East wind.
What would be ideal here is a 4 bam, 4 bam
South
or 6
wind.
bam. Okay, 2 crack, that should be safe.
2
We got cleared to
characters.
1 suit and honors though, so this was a good game.
9 dots.
All right, okay, so, well, let's just take a peek at what everyone's doing here. We'll go to Patty. Patty is trying for Betty. It looks like she has a pung of 6s, but were you trying for Betty?
Yes.
Okay, so she needed to pair up the 2 crack and the 8 crack, and then the green dragon is what she needed in there. All right, and then here it looks like Kathleen was working on, well, it looks like a Hong Kong Mah Jongg hand at this point. That's a great Hong Kong Mah Jongg hand, but that's not a Wright-Patterson hand. That would be a 1 suit or flush, 4 pungs or chows in a pair. But this is not possible with Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg because that hand is possible, but it has to be concealed. Okay, so here we have Laura trying for, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. 3, 4, 5. Good effort on this one, Laura. 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Now the challenge is all the 5s are out, so you wouldn't have been able to chow with the 3, 4, but you could have done a pung with the 4 because you could do any combination of pungs or chows. So you could have done a chow with the 7. Yep, there's still 1 out. So you got nice and close there. And you even had a potential for a pair with the red dragon. So good job on that. Let's see. Let me see if I'm the first one in. Okay, I am. So we can use the same table. So if you want to play again, let's see. Yep. Well, for pung chow, it has to be concealed. Yes, that is a concealed hand, and you have to draw your winning tile. Now, hold on a second, though, because there is, remember how we were talking about the the potential for ruby or really a jewel hand could be exposable, but you cannot use ones. So you could have maybe, if you didn't, I think one of your chows, you had a 1 in there. So if you didn't have the 1, you might have been able to play opal because that is exposable, but you had a 1, I believe, in there. You could use 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, but no ones. So you might have been able to do that had you not punged or chowed with a 1. Okay, now let's see, Laura, I don't know if you can hear me, but I sent you a link in Messenger to join us in StreamYard so we can actually talk and discuss as we go. If you would like to, no pressure. You don't have to if you don't want to. Let's see here. Yep. Yeah, I saw one. That would have been a beautiful Pung Chow hand. That's why I try to stay concealed until I have my pair. Do you do that, Patty? I don't know if you can hear me, Patty, but I try not to commit to an exposable hand unless I have my pair.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's really difficult if you don't have it.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So the nice thing about jewel hands and tea hands is that you're in 1 suit and honors, and as long as you're not exposed, you can switch back to either a pair hand or a sequence hand. Yes. So make sure that you're keeping an eye out or planning ahead for that pair, because at any moment somebody else could pung with one of your pair tiles, and there are no jokers in Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg.
True.
This goes back to the house rule, Evelyn.
Yes, it does. You know, your group has some exceptions, but yes.
Now, does your group play with jokers? I forget.
Yes, we do.
How many?
Well, we play with 4, which is really amazing. But some groups play with 2, but we do.
Yeah. I grew up playing with 2, and you are quite the renegade, my dear.
No, yes, we are. Oh my goodness! But it sure does grease the wheels.
Yeah, it can. It definitely can do that. Now, do you still play with single, double, and triple limits, regardless of whether or not there's a joker?
Yes.
And if you have a hand at any level with no joker, do you get any kind of a bonus?
No, because there are no jokers in Wright-Patterson style.
That is correct. Okay, so we just need some people to join our table here. I do see your question. Oh, you can't delete a table, Marcia. It just goes away if nobody joins it. It just will retire and go off the list. I see your question, Marcia. If you have a flush or a one suit hand, flush is used primarily with poker for sure, but also Asian versions. But in Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg, the terminology is 1 suit. So when you have 1 suit and Pung Chow, do you get score for 2 hands when you Mah Jongg? Okay, so the scoring is something that we're going to cover much later. After we go through all the hands, we're going to dig into scoring later. I want to do deep dives into the hands because the scoring is complex. But once you get used to reading it top to bottom, you just go systematically through the scoring. It will walk you through it. So what you get for 1 suit is not a value, but it will give you what's called a double. So if you have all 1 suit, I think you get 2 doubles. Is that right?
3.
You get 3 doubles for 1 suit. Okay. 1 suit in honors would be 2.
Correct.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bit rusty. I'm a bit rusty when it comes to scoring.
I was about to say, you're very impressive.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so the scoring, if you want to just kind of peek at it, since we're waiting for people to join the table, is on page 30. And incidentally, if if you're watching this and you have not gotten the green book yet, which is what we looked at early in the presentation, we were going over some of the hands. You might want to purchase your own green book so that you can practice and play once they have the game live on Mahjong Time. I don't have any updates, incidentally, right now. So we're just waiting for someone to join our table, and then we can start playing. Does anybody have any other questions? Patty, while we're waiting, have you won any of the new hands?
I have, well, those are hands from the others. I have one on a jewel hand.
Okay.
Let's see.
Like
usually jade. It seems like if you've got the dragons, it really helps. If for some reason during the Charleston, I don't know if you've told the other people watching that the way that they have the Hong Kong platform right now does not allow a Charleston, but we do have a Charleston in Wright-Patterson style. But it's only one. It's right across left. That's it.
Yes. Yeah, we talked about that very early on when we did the introduction.
Yeah, I do remember that. But that is really kind of confusing because they think it's not much of a Charleston if they've played with National Mah Jongg League rules, but it is. You do improve your hand with a Charleston, usually.
Yep, I think so. I mean, right across left, that's enough. That's basically, I like to call them microdoses. You get 9 tiles in microdoses of 3 each. 3 microdoses.
Okay.
3 tiles. And I mean, if you think about it, without the Charleston, you'd be picking 1 tile at a time. Yes. You can still improve your hand 1 tile at a time, but the Charleston will, if you make the right decisions at the right time, you could exponentially improve your hand. And what my mom taught me, I don't know if this is what you recommend, but when deciding what to focus on with your dealt hand, the guideline my mom encouraged me to do was if you have 7 of anything, 7 tiles that can be used in any one category or hand, go for it. So for example, if I had 7 honors and terminals, I might consider playing angels. If I had 5, let's say I have 5 dots and a wind and a dragon, well, I'm going to do 1 suit and honors and probably play a pair hand or a sequence hand, depending on if I have pairs or sequence. So 7 tiles, which is basically half your hand. So if half of your tiles can be used for any given category or hand, focus there and gather.
That's good advice.
I think so too. And I even use that concept with National Mah Jongg League. It applies there too. Really applies to any Mahjong. So, all right, well, let's see. We just need to, I guess I'll go ahead and create another table because it timed out. Yeah, maybe we can, I'm going to just do WPMJ. Let's see. Oh, okay, I see Laura's waiting. I'm going to call it number 2. And then, okay, so 28. Okay, look for WPMJ2. WPMJ, oh shoot. Did I click we have to seat? I don't remember if I, East. No, yes, I did. Okay.
I was able to join.
Oh yeah, and you know what? You have a white belt with a green stripe. You've been promoted.
Oh.
Did you win? Did you win somewhere? I don't remember. Okay, maybe. So here's Laura.
I do play it, but I don't know how to score Hong Kong.
Yeah, it'll score for you. Okay, so we're just waiting. Okay, here we go. We're going to wait another minute here. Because this guy, I know he's going to play Hong Kong Mah Jongg.
Mm-hmm.
And whether he knows there's an 8-point minimum or not, it could mess up our game. Okay, he just left. Okay, now this person is not in our group, I don't think. I guess I'll, just for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and seat her. Let's see what happens. All right, here we go. So I am going to focus on jewel hands and T hands. So I want to look for 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 and or corresponding dragon, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 and or corresponding dragon. And then I will look for evens, odds with dragons and wins. So we'll see how that goes. That's a little harder, I think, to think through. Evens and odds. Okay, let's see what we have the most of. We have mostly cracks. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. We wouldn't be able to use the 2, 6. We do have dragons and a wind. So I'm going to start by discarding the dots. And we're going to focus on cracks. That's going to be our suit. Whether we play a jewel hand is unknown at the moment, because with and I'm not going to take that because I don't know what hand I'm playing yet. Technically, I could have punged, but we need a red dragon for this hand if we play a jewel hand or a Chinese tea hand.
8 dots.
And we don't have a red dragon.
3 dots.
So if I weren't playing a jewel hand or a tea hand, I would maybe think about probably a pair hand with dragons, or maybe wins. If we get the other wins, we'll see, like maybe Betty or Dazzle,
4
which
bamboos.
are all on, there's a south now.
4 bamboos.
So with cracks, we would need east and red to play a Chinese tea hand. Let's see here. That would be Lotus. 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Is that Lotus? Yes.
4
I learn. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 3, 5, 7, 9 odds. 3, 5, 7, 9. We wouldn't be able to use the 8. So it would be pungs, and we're pretty far from there. So I probably would not think about a tea hand. I think I would focus on probably one suit and honors.
1 dot.
And just gather, not even look at the book until I get rid of my offsuit tiles. So we're going to stay concealed and gather. There goes a red dragon. No jokers, so there's only 3 red dragons left. So the opportunity for a jewel hand is minimal here now that that red dragon is out.
9 bamboos.
So let's see if we were to try for 2, 3, 4, no, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9
4
jewel.
characters.
That would be garnet. Garnet.
9
3, 4,
dots.
5, 7, 9 and or red dragons.
Pung.
That would be garnet. But we wouldn't be able to use the 2, 6, 8.
5 dots.
So really just the pair of 7s and the 9. There's a 9 though, that qualifies.
1 bamboo.
We could pung those, but without having more,
1 dot.
I wouldn't do that. I don't think I would commit to that. I would rather stay concealed. Stay
More
concealed to stay
red.
flexible, because there are a lot of hands we could use in the pair and sequence categories
5 dots.
rather than committing. And there's a pair of
2
6s now.
bamboos.
So I would definitely give up on jewel and Chinese tea, and I would focus on, let's see
1
here.
dot.
I would focus on probably a pair hand here at the moment. Let me see though. What was gem? That was mixed suits.
1 bamboo.
Gemstones. That's in the jewel
North
category.
wind.
3 pungs and or chows in mixed suits. Each dragon and 2 paired. We're way far from that.
9
I don't think I
dots.
would consider that.
5 characters.
Let's see here. I want to go back up to
One
Marsha's
bamboo.
description of gemstones.
5
3 pungs in
characters.
mixed suits. Okay, we're going to pass. We're playing concealed. Okay, now this is where I would
bamboo.
consider maybe Betty, but I would have to throw away a pair of 9s. We're in between
5
razzle and dazzle. And those are both pair hands. We have 3 pair in here right now. In order to use the pairs of number tiles, I probably would think more about either razzle or dazzle rather than Betty, because I'd
8
rather not
bamboos.
throw away a pair. Plus, if we draw really well, we could maybe even switch to
4
Pung Chow.
characters.
We would have to draw well. Okay, now there's a Pung. That's when I start thinking about Pung Chow. Okay, so let's see here. There's a Pung in there. Now we could use, oh, there's a 7 crack out. All right, let's let the dragons go.
White dragon.
We're gonna focus on news with pairs probably, with a Pung in there.
Pung.
Oh, I'm glad we let that go.
8
Okay, we're just going to
characters.
gather. We're going to try to get to 1 suit
White dragon.
or news. Okay, now there's a 2.
Green
There's another
dragon.
pair. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 pair now. But because of we have a
Green
run
characters.
6 through 9, I would probably try to do Pung Chow. 4 Pungs and or Chows in a pair in 1 suit. That's in the sequence hand category. Pung Chow. It's one of my favorite hands because it's super flexible. The challenge is you have to draw your
2
winning
characters.
tile. Okay, we're concealed. We're not taking that.
5
Now, if we
dots.
get another pair and oh, there's the red dragon. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, or 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Let's let the dragon go.
Red dragon.
I think we need to stick with 1 suit. Or
West
news.
wind.
If we get a west, we could play, I guess it's
8
razzle.
characters.
5 pairs in 1 suit with news.
2 characters.
So we're pretty close to that. We would need a 8 crack. There's a 3. Okay, so now we have 2, 3. There are 3, 4 cracks out. So I think what I would do here, oh, we have a nice long wall. Let's try to get to 1 suit.
South wind.
Let's try to get to 1 suit and try to play Pung
Red
Chow.
dragon.
This 3 right now is useless at the moment, but there are 2 1
3
cracks out.
characters.
We might be able to draw a 1 crack and do a Chow in there.
North wind.
A 4 would be ideal, a 4 crack.
4 bamboos.
So we have 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. We have a pair of 9s. We have 6, 7, 8 Chow. We need 4,
1
5 and
bamboo.
cracks would be ideal in here, or an 8 crack. 4, 5, 8 crack. A 1 would be nice, but I think 4, 5, 8 crack would be ideal picks for these
2
tiles.
bamboos.
Those would fit right in nicely for
7
Pung
dots.
Chow. 8 bam. Darn it.
8 bamboos.
I would love to clear to 1 suit here. Even getting to 1 suit with Winds and Dragons is a nice goal too. If you're just practicing with your gathering,
1
your
character.
focus. Okay, now that's the 3rd 1 crack out. We need
3
a
dots.
4 crack, as I was saying. 4, 5 crack would be ideal. 1, 4, 5.
Red dragon.
8. Oh, 5, darn, or 4
4
dot.
dots.
Shoot. Darn it.
Pung. 2 dots.
5 bam. No.
5 bamboos.
Somebody gonna Pung or Chow? Uh-oh. What's happening? Oh, here we go. So we're playing concealed. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 pair in here. We have
6 bamboos.
we have 4 more picks. Probably 3 more picks. 3 more picks.
5 bamboos.
3 more picks and 2 discards. We could potentially win if we draw well with these
6
next picks.
bamboos.
There's a crack. That is a
East
keeper.
wind.
So now we have 1, 2, 3 chow, a useless 2 at the moment. We do have 6, 7, 8 chow. We need a little more help. We need 4 crack, 8 crack. A 5 crack would be nice. 4 crack would be ideal. There's only 1 more. This north will be a safe discard. There's already 3
8
out.
characters.
Okay, now we're going to pass. We're playing concealed. Oh, 7 bam. Ooh, that is a fresh tile.
North wind.
That is a fresh tile right there.
6 bamboos.
7 bam.
9 bamboos.
If we draw a crack, if we draw, let's say, a 4, 5, or 8 crack, I would
2
discard that
dots.
7. 6 dot. Oh no. We're going to throw a 7 bam.
7 bamboos.
The player on our left is going for a half flush all pung. They could be playing all pung. Okay. The 6 dot is going to be very risky.
6 dots.
Oh, good. I didn't do it. Okay, so I should be okay to discard that now. Unless
3
they draw
characters.
a keeper. We only get 1 more pick and we have 1 discard, so we will likely not win.
2 dots.
Even if 8 bam, that's out.
8 bamboos.
Did I see that Ryan joined us?
Green dragon.
All right, wall game. Oh, they did have a 7 bam there. I'm going to click play again really quick here before anybody else. Looks like everybody was really close to. Let's see here. I want to click play again because I don't want to have to recreate that table. All right. What does everybody think about jewel hands and Chinese tea hands? Do you like them? I do. They're pretty hands. 1 suit and honors. Can you guys hear me?
I can.
Oh, there you are. Oh, good. Okay.
If you looked at my hand, and after I punged the white dragons, I realized that I had bams. So I was in the wrong.
You had to.
Do whatever it's pom-poms or somebody.
Yeah, let's see.
So what I
Pom-pom
did,
or
yeah.
with the white dragon. Yeah, you would be doing, well, you could be doing opal. You
Well,
I don't know what other tiles you had, but you had to be in dots with a white
Right.
dragon.
So I
yeah,
ended up switching
pom-pom
to Wally.
or jasmine.
Yeah. Wally is just the opposite. You have to have
Yep.
a pung of white dragons and a pair of west winds, or the other way around.
Yeah.
But it's got to be different numbers punged in each suit. So it's a mixed suit hand. It's a little bit and I missed the 7 dot to pung it because I didn't hear them. So but it would not have mattered. I still would have done that. And if you want to let somebody know, I have not very many points.
You have not very many points?
No, I do not. I have a pung of dragons, which counts as 8. So that's not very good.
All right, let's see. I think Ryan is on YouTube. The YouTube, let's see here. Yeah. I saw Ryan on the YouTube side briefly. Oh, let me put you at West. Okay, so hopefully we'll get another player in here. Oh, there's someone named Guest. I'm hoping Laura will join us again. Let's see. I'm hoping Laura will join the table. Let's see here. There's another Mary. Okay. Laura, are you here? All right. Oh my goodness, look at these people joining us here. Okay. Oh, well, do you want to play with us, Laura? We're at WPMJ2. WPMJ2. I'm looking for you at the table, Laura.
Michelle, did you get my text showing a picture of gemstones?
Oh, no, I don't. Let me see here. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see. 2, 3 gemstone. Okay. I see a pung of 2s, pung of 8s, 4, 5, 6 mixed suit chow or mixed chow.
And I think that's how they clarified that.
Okay. And or, yeah, I really wish they would get a knowledgeable, someone who plays Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg and has editing skills.
Yes. They had a lot of confusion in this iteration of the book. A lot.
Do you
More
think
so than the past.
Yeah. Do you think that they will print a correction? Have they ever done that?
Not to my knowledge. They might. There are some people, I think, that are more intuitive with that than I am. Where I got most of my information, I believe, was from Marietta Beckham on Facebook,
Yep.
Wright-Patterson,
Mm-hmm.
who she's very knowledgeable, and she listed the whole. There was a whole page of corrections. So
yeah,
it's but I haven't really seen anything directly from Wright-Patterson itself.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Evelyn, what do you mean no guest list? Okay. Here we go. Let's see what we can do. Okay, our primary suit is dots. So we're going to do 1 suit in honors with dots, maybe Betty, which is 3 pair and 1 suit with 7 odd honors and 1 honor paired. This is a concealed hand, pair hand.
4 characters.
So most likely that's what we're playing. Betty. Now this is number 10 on page 17. It is concealed, so we have to draw.
6 bamboos.
But we have 1 pair in there and simples, or any numbers really will do. Well, no, not with Betty. With Betty, you can't use 1s or 9s.
7 characters.
But we have lots of winds and dragons. I'm tempted to keep that 9. No, we have too many dots. Sometimes I get, a bit greedy thinking I could play a hand of honors, but, because look at all these winds and dragons with a 9 crack. If we start gathering honors and terminals, let's say, we could shoot for angels. But we would have to throw away 5 dots, including a pair. I think we're better off to try for Betty. Let's just see how the drawing goes. Okay, so we definitely don't need a bam. If we draw a 1 or a 9, I'm going to hesitate. It's just part of my nature to go for a bigger hand.
Eight dots. 9 dots,
Oh, bam.
4 bamboos,
Let's see. How are we doing? I can't wait to be able to actually play the actual game. I am just so excited. I hope that it'll be soon, because I think it'd be fun to do the Charleston and actually be able to click Mah Jongg. That's part of the fun. You want to win, right? That's what most people want. We want to win.
1 character,
But we're just practicing, really.
9 dots,
Okay, we need a keeper. That is a
3
terminal.
characters,
This is where I would be tempted to go for angels, which is 1 and 9 of each suit, 1 of each wind and dragon, and any tile paired. That's a double limit concealed
1
hand,
dot,
hand of honors. But now there's a 1 crack and a 1 dot
1
out,
dot,
and now another 1 dot. There's a south though. Okay, we're gonna switch to a hand of honors. We're gonna try for maybe Heavenly Twins. Heavenly Twins is 7 pair of winds, dragons, and terminals. Any combination. And I believe you could even, well, wait a minute. Can you use a Kong? I don't remember if that's in there or not. I know you can use a Kong with doublets. Let's see.
8 characters,
Heavenly
4
Twins.
characters,
Kongs may be used. You can use
7
Kongs with
bamboos.
Heavenly Twins. Okay, so we're gonna switch. Oh, this is painful. No, we're gonna let the 6
6
go.
bamboos,
We still have the potential for Betty, so I'm kind of in between at the moment.
6 dots,
So
4
a 1
dots.
dot would be the ideal pick because there are 2 out.
7 dots,
If we get that, oh, now there's a pung of souths. All right, let's discard the 5 dot. We could maybe
5
switch
dot.
to Heavenly Hash, which is a single limit hand now that we have a pung of
8
souths.
characters,
Heavenly Hash is number 70 on
4
page
dots.
25. This is 4 pungs and
7
a pair of honors and or terminals. So you can use
8
any
dots.
combination of pungs with winds,
6
dragons, and
characters,
terminals, 1s and 9s. There are 3 9 dots out right now, so maybe we could do. There used to be a hand called Trade Winds that I
9
really liked
characters,
because it was 4 pungs of winds and
7
dragons with a
bamboos.
pair of terminals, I think is what it was.
6 bamboos,
I don't know why I'm wishing for that right now because it's not in here.
1 character,
Let me see. Winds and
6
terms.
characters.
Oh, 5 pairs of winds and terminals with the dragons. That's not going to work.
9 bamboos,
Let's see here. 9 bam. Someone's thinking about that one.
pung,
Oh, pung. Laura, 7 9. So she looks like she might be
5
trying
characters.
for a jewel hand. No, because they have to be in 1 suit. Could she be going for
Northwind.
gemstones?
8 bamboos,
She could be trying for gemstones here. Okay, we're going to keep that 2. There are 3 9 bams out. Let's throw that.
9 bamboos,
Okay, I'm going to read gemstones again. I think that's might be what
3
she's looking
characters,
at. 3 pungs and or chows in mixed suits, each dragon 2 paired. No dragons are out right now. She might be trying for gemstones.
west wind,
That's my guess.
6 dots,
Oh, 5 dot. We're kind of
5
giving it.
dots.
Oh, this is painful. Although Betty really wasn't coming in because I think other people
5
are holding
bamboos.
dragons. So, if everybody's going for the same hands, it's very challenging.
Oh, wow.
I think Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg is a little more cerebral.
4 bamboos,
Maybe it's because of all the
East
names of the
wind.
hands. They're specific. We're kind of gathering cracks now. We're going to let the dots go.
4 dots.
We're kind of circling back to Betty and cracks. But our
9
options
dots.
are minimal. Because, you know, we're in the end
South
game now.
wind.
Oh, okay. Now I would not Kong here. We're just going to let it go. I'm thinking we may be
4
playing
dots.
Heavenly Hash. There's an east now.
3 dots.
So we almost have news there. What's Dragon Snooze?
3 bamboos.
Okay, I'm going to go to Hands of Honors. And we're going to look at Dragon Snooze. Pungs of each dragon with news and one when paired. Dragon Snooze. That's number 78 on page 26. We're playing a Hand of
2
Honors in
bamboos.
here, probably. But it's going to be
8
challenging because I
bamboos.
think our opponents. Okay, now there's a 1. We're
3
gonna
dots.
keep it because okay, now we're not going to be able to play angels because all the
8
9 dots are out.
bamboos.
But we might be able to play something with a
2
pair of
dots.
terminals. Let me see here.
2 characters.
Well, we're kind of, oh, now look at that. We just got an east in there.
2 characters.
We're going to go for Asian hash. Where did it go? Heavenly hash. Heavenly hash. 4 pungs and a
3
pair.
bamboos.
4 pungs and a pair of honors and/or terminals. That's what we're going for. We're going to pung now. There's only 1 east out. No
5
dragons are
characters.
out. So everybody's hoarding dragons. We only get 2 more, maybe 2 more picks, 1 more pick, and we have 3 discards. So we're
dragon.
probably not going to be able to win. But this was a lot of fun to build. 4 crack 2 are
4
out. So we'll let
characters.
that go. Well, we got close
7
to a Hand of
characters.
Honors.
1 character.
Uh-oh. No ones in Jewel or Chinese tea hands.
7 dots.
Oh, there's 1 more pick. Okay, there are 2 5 cracks out. So we're going to discard the 5 crack.
5 characters.
That could be, okay. All right, let's see. So, wall game. Patty got to 1 suit and honors. Kathleen got to 1 suit and honors. Looks like Laura was working on jewel or gemstones. We're going to click play again. Good job, everybody.
Thank you.
What were you trying for, Patty?
It ended up evolving into Dazzle.
Dazzle. That's a good go-to hand.
It is. Well, I was trying to do, like you said, the tea hands or the jewel hands, and I was in mixed suits, and it just did not come together till I finally just cleared.
Oh, Laura said she realized she made an error. No terminals in gemstones. Well, oh, you're right. It is. You're right. Gemstones is no terminals. That's good. Well, this is why we're doing it. We're doing this to learn. So well done. And good on you for trying. You know, effort is part of the process, and learning from our mistakes, that's humbling, but part of the process. So good job there. I'm at the same table, so if you guys want to play again, go join me at WPMJ2, and I will seat you. Thank you for coming to the live stream. I just want to give a quick shout out to our moderators. Thank you so much for helping. How are we doing on YouTube? I just want to go in there and see. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. All right. We're looking for 1 more player. Let's see. Oh, we're really, uh-oh. We're not typically going to get to scoring just because we're not really playing per se. I probably shouldn't be seating myself as East every time, because you get a bonus, even though we're not scoring, when you're playing at Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg. if East wins, you get paid double. And if you lose, you also pay double. So one of the things that my mom always taught me is if you're East, play an easy hand. You want to optimize your potential to win because you get paid double. Do you go for easier hands, Patty, if you're East?
No, I don't know what's the matter with me, but I am drawn to mixed suit hands regardless.
Oh, really? Do you like the hopscotch hands?
Oh, all those. It's just crazy. They laugh at me, but oh well. As I say, it's only a nickel. But if you're East, it's a dime. So I figure it's well worth it.
Yeah.
By the way, at our game this week, East did have a hand from heaven.
Oh my gosh.
So we had to pay her triple. And
Big
that's
money.
because at the end of the Charleston, she had Mah Jongg.
Wow, that's rare. That is rare. I've never had a hand from heaven.
Yes, that's the reason everybody takes pictures of it.
Yep. Karen says it would be very hard to know when to declare a hand no longer viable in Hong Kong. Oh, I see. You're talking amongst yourselves there because there's so much flexibility. Yet, I don't think you can. I mean, if you have too few tiles or too many tiles, I don't even know if they have used that term there.
6 bamboos.
Okay, so we have mostly cracks, so we're going to go for one suit and honors, one suit and dragons. We have 3, 4, 5, 8. We have a pair of 8s. So I probably wouldn't try a jewel hand here or a Chinese tea hand because we have pairs of 5s and 8s. So I would probably try for maybe
7 characters.
Maybe dazzle, 5 pair and 1 suit with winds and dragons.
3 characters.
We'll see. Our primary suit. Okay, now we're staying concealed here. We're gonna let the 3 dot go.
Dots.
Let's see. We do have 3, 4, 5, 6 in BAMs, 3, 4, 5 in cracks.
4 characters.
I suppose we could try for gemstones. Let me just see.
Characters.
3. All right, there's a potential chow in there now. 3, let's see, 3 pungs and/or chows in mixed suits, each dragon. That's the kicker. Each dragon and 2 paired. That's really hard. I think we're going to let the BAMs go.
3 bamboos.
For gemstones, the key to that hand is going to be having all the dragons.
North wind.
Wouldn't you agree, Patty?
7
Yes,
bamboos.
I would.
Okay.
Another thing too is that for
8
these
characters.
jewel hands and the others, you definitely
3
need a
bamboos.
pair of dragons and probably the winds just to go for it, because without it, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
2 dots.
It just seems that these
5
hands
bamboos.
can, with just a few picks, send you into a 1 suit hand
3 bamboos.
as long as you're not committed with an exposure. I think we're going to go for
4
1 suit and
bamboos.
honors here. We're going to let the BAMs go. We're going to try for, we're kind of heading towards Betty again
White
since we got that
dragon.
north. 3 pair and 1 suit
8
with
bamboos.
7 odd honors and 1 honor paired. Does everybody remember what 7 odd honors mean? Whoever can describe it, write it in chat if you
2
can describe what
characters.
that means. I'm kind of testing you. What is 7 odd honors? There's a keeper.
7 bamboos.
We have 3 pair now.
Six dots.
We're probably going for dazzle here. 5
2
pairs and 1
bamboos.
suit with 1 of each dragon and any dragon paired. That could change though. Since we're concealed, we've got some flexibility.
Green dragon.
6 dot can go.
6 dots. 8 dots. One bamboo.
I'm just Googling. Let's
4
see.
bamboos.
Pass. That's a pass. We're playing concealed. There's a keeper.
6
6
bamboos.
crack.
2 dots. 1 bamboo.
I don't see on here. I don't remember if there's
8
actually
characters.
a disqualification process in Hong Kong Mahjong. Like what happens if you don't have enough tiles? Do you just keep playing and try to sabotage the game? I don't remember. I'm kind of
6
rusty.
bamboos.
Okay,
4
so we need to keep an
characters.
eye on 7s and 8s and cracks. There are 2 8 cracks out, so these might need to be either pairs or chows. We're gonna pass. Use 7 of any
bamboo.
honors. Well, it's close. 7 odd honors is 1 of each wind and dragon.
9 characters.
That's 7 odd honors. One of each wind and
5
dragon.
bamboos.
And many times, I think maybe all
2
of the times,
characters.
you need to have one of those paired.
3
7 odd
bamboos.
honors and 1 honor paired is typical, but I don't
9
know if it's
characters.
always or not. I don't remember.
North wind.
So now we have a pung of 5s in here.
7 characters.
We have 1, 2, 3 pair. We could still try for dazzle,
West wind.
but we also could maybe try for pung
9
chow
characters.
if we draw cracks.
9 dots.
Well, we have 3 discards though, so I don't know if that's going to be possible.
7 characters.
I'll have to look at the hands with 7 odd honors. Let me see here. If they all require
West wind.
a pair of one
6
of them.
characters.
Well, we're concealed. 5 dot we don't need.
5 dots.
Okay, so I'm going to go over here. There are 4 hands with 7 odd honors.
9 characters.
I thought there would be more.
South wind.
And they all require 1 honor paired. So 7 odd honors with 1 honor paired.
6
That's
characters.
part of the process there. Or the component, I guess you could say. 8 dot can go.
8 dots.
We're zeroing in on 1 hand. Hi,
2
Peg.
characters.
Welcome. You got your green book. Cool. Have you dug into it yet?
Red dragon.
Gracious.
That's exciting.
7 dots.
Oh, 5 bam.
5 bamboos.
All right, we only have 3 more picks. And we have, well, probably we should try for dazzle.
9
A
dots.
6 crack is available. 3 crack is available.
Easy
Our tiles, our hand is actually viable if we have a
2
keeper with every
characters.
pick. We're gonna pass. That is not a keeper.
9 bamboos.
You have not had a chance to crack it open. Okay,
1 character.
that's
3
correct, Karen.
bamboos.
We've been focused on jewel and tea hands, Chinese tea hands, but
Green dragon.
the deal has not been good for us. Let's see here. East, 1 is out. Let's see here. I don't want to give somebody a potential mahjong, but I'm going to go ahead and discard an east.
East wind.
There's 1 out. I was hoping it was safe.
Red dragon.
The hand here that I was trying to get was
East
probably
wind.
dazzle. 5 pairs in 1 suit with
Red
1 of each wind
dragon.
and or 1 of each dragon. Oh, look, we got another pair. Oh, this is the last discard. Let's throw the 5 crack, I guess.
5 characters.
Okay, so we got to 1 suit and honors anyway. Looks like Laura got to 1 suit and honors. Everybody got to 1 suit and honors. Good job. Looks like news lineup for Patty. Looks like Dazzle for Kathleen. And it looks like Peng Chao for Laura. That would be my guess. I don't know if I was right.
Yeah, you were on me. I was one away. Needed a 3 dot.
Yeah, got close. Okay, I'm going to put you as east. I'll take south. There's Kathleen for west. Thank you guys for joining the tables to help this live stream work. I appreciate that so much.
You're welcome.
I was hoping Laura would join us again. Are you with us, Laura? Let's see if she joins us. We just need someone to join the table here. Does anybody have any questions about Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg? Oh, I don't think I want to seat them. Oh, I guess we can. Oh my goodness, here we go. Let's see. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and seat them. Oh wait, is Laura with us? No. Okay, we'll get the game going here. Oh, let's see, cancel. Okay, let's do this one, I guess. Oh. Let's see, we have, we need a north. All right, let's see what happens. We have somebody who's joining us, and they're going to be playing a Hong Kong hand probably. So that might, mess us up a little bit, but at least we'll get the game going. All right, we have mostly BAMs. So we're going to do BAMs. And we have the corresponding dragon. We have 4, 5, 4, 5, 7, 9, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Is that right? 3, 4. What was it? 3. Okay, it doesn't matter. We're going to get the game going. I'll discard the 8 crack.
8 characters.
Okay, so the jewel hands were
1 character.
3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Maybe we could do a jewel hand here. This would be emerald. 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. 4 pungs or chows in a pair in 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 and or green dragons. So let's see if we can do it. Emerald, jewel hand. Maybe.
2 bamboos.
Oh, now there's a south. Wait a minute. Okay, let's let the 9 crack go.
9
okay, so
characters.
pair south with green dragons. That would be a Chinese
9
tea hand
dots.
with evens. Let's
3
see, that
dots.
would be lemongrass. Lemongrass is with BAMs.
3
Pungs
bamboos.
of 2, 4, 6, 8. Pungs of 2, 4, 6, 8.
2 dots.
That's the challenge. We could pung the 4. And we have our
3
pair.
dots.
That's key. You want to make sure you have your pair.
North wind.
We might be able to play lemongrass or emerald. Let's see if we can make it happen.
6 bamboos.
That would be a pass. Oh, 7 dot. Darn. Okay, so now I almost want to switch
6
to.
dots.
I almost want to switch
4
to
dots.
Susie Q. Susie Q is a number hand. We haven't gone over these yet,
4
but it's a
dots,
pung hand. You can call for discards. It's 3 pungs
5 bamboos,
of a different number in each suit. Susie Q would be a pung of souths with a
8
pair of
dots,
greens. We would need a
6
pung of cracks in
characters,
here. If we can start hoarding cracks, we might play
Cow.
Susie Q
6
because of the
dots,
pung of souths. But we need a pair of green dragons. That's going to be
2
key.
bamboos,
6 dot. No, we're going to let that go.
6 dots,
So we're going to hold on to that 7 dot. If we can get a
9
pair
dots,
going in here of cracks, I would switch to
5
Susie Q.
dots,
If you have your book, that's on page 22, number 45, Susie Q. I like playing these hands, by the way. No
4
terminals.
dots,
You cannot use 9s. Okay, that's a keeper. Let's see. No 2 cracks are out. So we are on
9
our way
dots,
to Susie Q. That's a double limit pung
5
hand, and it could be a winner at the Hong
8
Kong Mah Jongg table
bamboos,
because it follows the four blocks and a pair convention. That would be an 8-point hand for Hong Kong Mah Jongg. So we can actually win with this. If we
4
can
dots,
pair up, oh, let's let it go. If we can pair up the 2
Right-Rabbit,
crack, we could pung
East
those and
wind,
then get us down to that green
7
dragon.
dots,
Okay, we have to make a choice. I'm going to do it. Oh my gosh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to pung.
pung,
This is risky.
9
This is risky.
bamboos,
We need a pair of green dragons, and we need to pair up a crack, a number tile. No terminals, so we have to use 2 through 8. But we might be able to do Susie Q here.
3 bamboos,
We're going to be able to pung the 4 bam. We just need
1
help
dot,
with cracks. We need a pair of cracks so that we can pung. And it would be
6
ideal to
dots,
draw a green dragon. North. Uh-huh.
north wind,
I'm excited. This will be fun if
4
we can get
characters,
Susie Q in here. So we need to keep an eye on the simples
pung,
in cracks. We have a contender. Now that's a
9
pung of
bamboos,
4s. We got the 2. Oh my
7
goodness.
bamboos,
We might be able to do Susie Q here. This is very
1
exciting.
dot,
We're ready to pung.
1
The
dot,
key is, are we going to be able to get this green dragon? That's the key.
6 characters,
1 crack. No, we don't need that.
1 character,
So we've got a pung of 7 dots. Hopefully we'll be able to pung the 4 bam,
5 dots,
pung the 2 crack. That's different numbers punged in each suit
8
with
characters,
a pung of south and a pair of green dragons. That's Susie
west
Q.
wind,
And the other hands are the same hand, just with different winds and dragons. So Wally is west with white,
1
same
bamboo,
components. Pung of west, pair of white. Eleanor, pung of east, pair of red. Neutrality
9
is pung of
bamboos,
north, pair of 5 bam. Those 4 hands are the same hand, just
5
different winds
dots,
and dragons. Oh, 4 crack is already out.
4 characters,
Looks like everybody's holding
9
dragons.
bamboos,
Dragons bring you value, so I'm not
3
surprised.
bamboos,
That's the challenge with playing a number hand. Can you get your pair?
6 bamboos,
We need a green dragon in here. 2 bam. Well, now we have an option.
5
Oh, no. It has to
bamboos,
be a different number. So we do not want to hold on to the 2 bam. But also, there are 2 bams out anyway.
3 dots,
So we need to let go of the 2 bams.
south wind,
Well, you know what we could do is Kong and get a tile out of the flower wall. Let's just do it.
Kong,
Oh, that's not a keeper.
1 character,
I was hoping we were going to get something good out of that flower wall. Normally I would just stay concealed, but you have the option of
west
doing it.
wind,
And we can't go into the flower wall. Those are dead tiles.
4 bamboos,
Oh, that's a pung for us.
Pung. 2 bamboo.
We're very close here. We're one
8
away.
dots.
One away from ready, but will we be able to get
Red
that green
dragon.
dragon? That's the key. Okay, now let's see if someone takes that red dragon.
Pung.
Oh boy.
Sorry about that.
1 bamboo.
That's all right. It's part of the game.
8 dots.
Okay, so let's see. Is she playing
3
2
dots.
4 evens with dragons? So
Green
this would
dragon.
be a T hand, or it could be a jewel hand, but it could be hibiscus.
Yes.
How many E's are out? 1. But it could also be ruby. It
But-
could also be ruby.
Yes.
Ruby or hibiscus. Yeah.
8 characters.
Well, I should have done that. It
We're
didn't
ready to
work for me.
win. Susie
I was-
Q. We need
I
a
was-
green dragon to win.
I was too
2
busy
characters.
talking and not paying attention, but I need more than 1 8 crack.
I'm going to Kong.
Kong.
Oh, I was hoping it was in the wall.
3
This would be
characters.
I think this would be a
My
nice
God.
scoring. Oh, shoot.
Oh,
Our opponent over there won.
yeah.
Bummer. All right. Well, we are ready to win. This was our Hong Kong Mah Jongg player. So they won. But we are ready to win on a dragon. Oh, here they are. Miss Kathleen had our dragons. Looks like she was going for Betty. And then over here we have were you going for hibiscus?
Yes. Well,
It's
and
pretty.
it just, I had the pair of East wins, so I went ahead and went for that. But having the 4s, I could have gone either way, but I thought, well, I'll just try it. But you can see that I couldn't do the 3, 5, 7s or 9s because our Hong Kong opponent
Yeah.
has the
Yeah.
7 crack and another 7 crack in their hands. So
That
was
does kind of mess things up.
yeah.
Let me ask you this though. Players do have the option of playing for score. Do you have people abandoning their hand and playing for score alone?
Yes.
Okay.
If their hand becomes unwinnable,
Yes.
they'll just say, I'm just punging just to pung, because
Right.
then they get points for that.
Right. But it kind of sabotages other people's hands.
Yes, it does.
Do people grumble?
Not usually, because most of the hands are concealed.
Yeah.
Don't really know, although our group is very talkative, and so
Oh.
you know what they're playing. But if they're a little bit more quiet about what they may or may not have,
Mm-hmm.
then they can kind of trick you at the end.
Oh, okay. Let me see. I'm going to catch up on the chat here. Let's see here. Let's see. I see Peg's asking about Pung versus Kong. Do you have a question about that? A Pung, really, it's other than there are some hands that require a Kong in your hand, like Kong Pung or King Kong. Is it King Kong this year or with this published? King Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Kong held in hand. Last year, or with the last published, there was a hand called, I believe it was called Kong Pung, kind of like piano keys, but with Kong. Correct me if I'm wrong, Patty.
No, you're right.
Okay. And then let's see. Karen, let's see. Given that Michelle did it, I'm guessing it must be okay. Yes, you can Kong. Any Pung hand, any hand that allows you to claim a discard to make a Pung, that can be a Kong. It's really counted as a Pung because you get a replacement tile to help you complete your hand. You always have to have 13 playable hands, and then the 14th tile makes your winning tile. So if you Kong, you're going to have an extra tile. So it's count it as a pung. That's why it's stacked. Let's see. I'm going to put myself at north this time. Okay, let's see if I can catch up. Oh, you were trying for Betty, Kathleen, but the Kong of South sabotaged that. Oh, interesting. So yeah, Kong of a Wind or Dragon could wreck 7 odd honors. Oh boy, I really just didn't think that through. Sorry about that. Uh-oh. I didn't do it to sabotage. I did it because I wanted everyone to see, and I was hoping that my tile was in the flower wall. That's why I did it. I was kind of hoping for a surprise in the flower wall, because typically you don't get to see those tiles. The only time you get to see them is with a flower or a Kong. And your tiles could be in the wall, in that flower wall. All right, next one. This will probably be our last game, most likely. All right, so our predominant pattern by one tile is in the dots, but let's see here. We do have the potential here for a mixed suit hand, a hopscotch hand.
3 characters.
Hopscotch, 1, 3, 5 in one suit, 1, 3, 5, 7 in another suit, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 in a third suit with a pair of Windsor Dragons. That's hopscotch. That's on page 23,
2 dots.
number 54. Hopscotch. 1, 3, 5. I think we're going to go for that. We're going to go for that. That's a single limit concealed hand. Let's get rid of the 4 bam.
4 bamboo.
So we may be playing hopscotch here. If you have a book, it's on page 23, number 54. And then the other thing we could switch to if we pair up is we could switch to a double limit hand called Big 1579. But we have to have a pair of our own or prevailing wind. We're north seat
7
and
bamboo.
west is prevailing. We do have prevailing wind here. So we might be able to switch to Big 1579.
4 characters.
Let's just see. Okay. We're also gathering dots. Let's let the 8 go. We might switch
8
to one
bamboos.
suit instead. We're predominantly dots now.
9 dots.
So let's just, and we're concealed, so we're not going to take that.
9 characters.
So Peg, with you being
North wind.
in the Denver area, you have the potential to join a Wright-Pat group. There are Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg players there, I know. I think, oh shoot. We're going to let the 9 crack
9
go.
characters.
I was kind of tempted to switch to honors. We had 1 9 in cracks. We have a 9 bam, a 1 dot, and a pair of
3
9 dots. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 tiles to an honor hand, but we're already into the second wall here. So I don't know. That would be risky to
5
go for honors.
characters.
We would have a lot of discards. We still have potential for
North wind.
hopscotch. There's a pair of Wests now. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see here. Let's discard this 4 dot. Okay,
4
so
dots.
let's take a look at that hand again. Hopscotch, number 54, 1, 3, 5 in one suit, 1, 3, 5, 7. Oh,
1 dot.
we don't need the 9 bam. We really
1
don't need that
character.
9 bam. I probably should have kept the 4 dot and discarded the 9 bam.
South wind.
And we have a pair of prevailing. Oh my goodness, there's a 9 bam now. All right, we're gonna ditch the hopscotch hand,
7 bamboo.
and then we're gonna play maybe Heavenly Hash.
5 dots.
We have 2 pairs of terminals and a pair of West.
3
We could switch to
characters.
Heavenly Hash. I mean, we have a lot of work to do, though. We need to pair up our honors. Heavenly Hash number 70 on page 25. 4 pungs and a pair of honors, and/or terminals.
One
And we have
character.
2 pair of terminals. This is where I wished I had not discarded that 9 crack. So we're kind of vacillating at the moment, which is not good, because we're taking a step forward and 2 steps back here.
4
But we're
dots.
going forward again, so it's okay.
8
We also have
characters.
some potential for news lineup,
Red dragon.
but we have still work to do there, because
7 bamboo.
we need a sequence of 1 to 9 in one suit, and the pair. Is there a pair in there or no? No, the pair is with news. So we need news
1
with 1
dot.
win paired, and none of the number tiles are paired
8
with news lineup.
characters.
So we would have to throw away the 9 dot. So that's why I was thinking maybe we should switch to Heavenly Hash. 4 pungs and a pair of winds, dragons,
3
and
dots.
terminals. And we're concealed at the moment. There's a 6 now. Oh my goodness. All right, let's discard this white dragon.
White dragon.
See if someone takes it. Someone's thinking about it. I'm kind of thinking we
5
should go
dots.
to all dots now. And I wished now I had kept
6
that 4
bamboos.
dot. I think that's the only dot we've discarded so far is the 4 dot.
7 dots.
Let's see what we draw. We're going to pass. We're staying concealed. Oh, that kind of hurts our
4
pung chow
characters.
potential there.
3 characters.
Now I wish I had kept that white dragon. Oh, there's some help right there, east. Okay, let's discard this 1 crack, because
1
now we're
character.
kind of getting close to news lineup. Sequence of 1 to 9 and 1 suit with
6
news
dots.
and 1 win paired. We need an 8 dot and a
8
4
dots.
dot. Oh no, there goes the 8 dot.
Dang it.
You really have to be
South
on
wind.
your toes with this game.
5 characters.
Your tiles start getting discarded and you're thinking,
9
oh,
dots.
what am I going to play? Oh my gosh, you know what I just realized? Maybe we could play Windy Gates. Let's pung. We're going to pung. We're going to play Windy Gates. Okay,
9
let's look at Windy
bamboos.
Gates. That's where you have pungs on 1 or 2 sides
4
of a
dots.
sequence, or some kind of
8
pattern in
characters.
between. So the gate hands are on page 21. We're looking at Windy Gates 111 with a
bamboos.
sequence 2 through 9, or 999 with a sequence of 1 to 8, which we have. Oh no, we don't have
9
the 8.
bamboos.
We need 1 tile paired 2 through
5
8, so we
characters.
still need a pair in there, but we're ready to pung
9
the
bamboos.
west. So we're working on Windy Gates right now. I wonder, I didn't even see that
4 bamboos.
I didn't see that until just now. When that 9 dot went down, I thought, maybe we could pung.
9 bamboos.
So we're going to pung the west if it goes down. Hopefully nobody's playing
6
a
dots.
Chinese tea hand, because they
4
might use the
characters.
west. It'd be a pair of wests though, with white,
9
and 1 white
characters.
dragon is already out. There's a 5 dot. Nice.
Red dragon.
And incidentally, this is a winnable hand at this table, because we're working with chows, although they're concealed. Let me
bamboos.
see. 1, 2, 3. No, really not. It is
North
not a
wind.
valid hand, because our pair will not make a chow in this case. We have
2
1, 2, 3
characters.
chow, pair 5. We still need a 4 in here. That's
3
the challenge.
characters.
So your pair has to be
4 dots.
maybe the 8 in order for it to work for Hong Kong Mah Jongg,
3 dots.
because you still have to be able to make chows.
2
And right now our
characters.
pair's in the middle.
6 bamboos.
We still can make this Windy Gate hand here. We have the potential for
1
it.
bamboo.
No wests are out right
6
now.
dots.
We still need an 8 and a 4. 4 dot. Oh no, all the 4 dots are out. I just noticed.
Well, I'll throw you a bone there, Michele.
I'm going to just pong.
Hung it.
Okay.
East wind.
We could maybe at least get ready.
Yeah, my hand's gone too.
3 bamboos.
It'd be
And
really
let everybody know you don't do this.
South wind.
it would be really nice if we could draw an 8 dot. We could at least be ready to win, even though all the 4s are out. That's kind of where scoring comes in. You can kind of play to get good score. Oh, 7 crack. None are out, so I'm going to try to throw something safe. The 7 dot.
7 dots.
So I busted up my hand.
White dragon.
There goes the white dragon.
East wind.
All right.
All right.
Okay, let's see here. Since we're at the top of the hour, we won't start a new game. We can go around and take a peek. So Laura got to 1 suit in honors. Looks like, oh, she was ready to win on Betty. Red dragon. Ready to win on Betty. Nicely done, Laura. Here it looks like, let's see, is this gemstones? We have a pung there. 3 pungs, indoor chows, and mixed suits with 2 pairs of dragons. She was waiting on a white dragon. She needed, yeah, it looks like Kathleen was working on gemstones. Good job, Kathleen. And then over here, it looks like we have a hopscotch hand. This is Scotch Hopper.
Yes.
Scotch Hopper, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2 suits, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and a 3rd suit with a 1 or a 9 paired. Nice.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this nitty-gritty Let's Play live stream using Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg rules at Mah Jongg time. Of course, we're playing at a Hong Kong Mah Jongg table. Full disclosure, we're not really able to play Hong Kong or Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg at Mah Jongg time yet. We're just practicing on a Hong Kong Mah Jongg table. We can sometimes at least get our hand to the winning tile. And in some cases, you can actually win. So if you want to practice, you can do that at Mah Jongg time. Just don't click Mah Jongg unless you know it's a Hong Kong Mah Jongg hand, or you could end up losing chips. But you could always play in their Mah Jongg school for free, 24/7. And I'll try to get a status on where they are in the game. I don't want to pester them too much, though. Although, you know, I want to know, of course, how it's going, but they tend to hold their cards close to the chest. So I don't know if I'll be able to give you an update or not. You made a mess of the game, Kathleen? No, you were on your way to gemstones. Is that what you were trying for gemstones, Kathleen? You were on your way. It's almost like well, no, because you need pairs of dragons. That's kind of hard to get. I was thinking it kind of reminds me of, there's a kind of a junk hand. It's Mishmash. Do you guys play Mishmash very often? Is that even in here anymore?
It is.
Where
It's
is
on
it?
page 24, hand number 68.
Okay. So it's in the mixed suits. Mishmash. 4
Mhm.
pungs and a pair in 1, 2, or 3 suits. And or honors. No Kongs. No Kongs. But it is single limit concealed. You can't call for anything.
Yeah. That makes it pretty tough.
Huh?
It makes it pretty tough when they have to be concealed.
Yeah. But at least you don't have to draw your winning tile.
It's true.
4 pungs and a pair in 1. So it's a pung hand. I mean, the components of the hand are pung, but it is a concealed hand. But you can have mixed suits. But because you were exposed, Kathleen, you wouldn't have been able to play that one. But that's kind of what it reminded me of at first.
One of the other ones, Michele, that would kind of translate to would be Asian hash.
Oh, okay.
And that is an exposable hand. It's 3 different numbers punged in each suit. So it can't be the same number in each suit,
Yep.
but it's still pungs and pairs. So,
and it is on the number hand page, so you cannot use terminals.
Right.
That's on page 22.
Yes.
Number 51, if anyone has their book, Asian hash. A pung and a pair of opposite honors. And if somebody wants to know, well, what does that mean? It means you could have a pung and a pung of dragons and a pair of winds, or the opposite of that, which would be a pung of winds and a pair of dragons. That's what opposite honors means. So you can choose which is the pung and which is the pair. That's what opposite honors means. All right, I hope you all enjoyed this live stream. Please do give us a like if you did like it. If you're watching the repost, thank you so much for watching my videos. We'll be back again next week, same time, same place, and we'll be focused on, what was the next one? I think it's novelty. Oh, let me look on my calendar. Hold on. I can tell you what we're going to focus on next week. Oop. Don't mind the man behind the curtain there. Okay, next week is mixed suits. Oh, that'll be a fun one. We're going to dig into the mixed suit hands. There are 2 pages of mixed suit hands. So it's going to be, the presentation portion will be a little bit longer, but we'll be able to still play several games, I'm sure. So if you're free, please join us. And if you haven't played at Mah Jongg Time yet and you'd like to do their VIP trial, please go to my website, majlife.com, go to About, and then click Mah Jongg Time, and you can find information there about how to get started with their VIP trial. We would love to have you at the table, so we're all playing Wright-Patterson rules. That would kind of extend the playability for the players if that's the case. Friday is the Simply Social Let's Play live stream for National Mah Jongg League rules. So if you're free Friday night, feel free to join us. We'd love to have you there. Thank you, moderators, again for helping moderate chat, and we'll see you in a couple of days. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Click the little gray bell if you do. That way you'll get notification for when I post new videos, and you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next video, may all your picks be keepers. Big thanks to Kathleen, Laura, and Patty for playing at the tables. I forgot to say that. Big thank you. See you guys next time.